You are a reflection of your mindset. Your response to whatever you're going through, either good or bad, is based on the kind of mindset that you have. Your mindset and your thinking pattern is about the most important thing for every individual. It is the foundation on which a house is built, and this will mean that a faulty mindset will produce a faulty lifestyle. And a great mindset is a strong pillar and a foundation for a person. So the question is, what kind of mindset do you have? The Bible acknowledges how important the thoughts of a man is, and it says, "Guard your heart with all diligence, for out of it comes the issues of life." It then goes further to say, "Out of the abundance of the heart the mouth speaks." This means that you cannot speak beyond the level of what is in your heart. The difference between two men who go through the same thing yet come out different is the state of the heart. Let's take a step back. I would narrate the true life story of a woman named Munibar Mazari. Munibar Mazari is an Indian woman who got married at the age of 18 years to a man who did not love her. Sounds pitiful. Well, watch this. She apparently lived a frustrated marital life. So one day, while she and her husband were on the journey, they were involved in an accident. The husband managed to jump out, but left his wife in the car that was totally written off. A few hours later after that, when the bar couldn't move out, some persons came to rescue her and needed to get her to the hospital, which was 3 hours away. And as they parked, she noticed that she was badly injured, as she couldn't feel half of her body. After spending weeks or months in the hospital, the doctor walked into her room and told her that she had suffered so much damage that her spinal cord was bent. Thus, she would never be able to walk again. The next day, the doctor walked in and told her that her major organ, the kidney, was destroyed. Thus, she needed a bag to be tied around her waist so she could pass out urine through it. As though that wasn't enough, the next day the doctor walked into her room and told her that she would never be able to bear a child. Wow, being able to bear a child was like a major sense of fulfillment for a woman. In her case, not only was she permanently disabled, she wouldn't be able to bear a child. Finally, she had been bedridden for a year straight because of what the diseases and the accident have made her susceptible to. She wouldn't even be able to stand for a whole year. Now, I narrated the story of Munibar to emphasize how important the mindset and thinking pattern of a human is, because your mindset can make or break you. And after all that happened, it would have been very easy for Munibar to give up and commit suicide. What was there to live for? Who would bear her burden? Yet, between those months of being bedridden, Munibar encouraged herself and changed her mindset. She decided that she needed to face her fears. To be defeated would mean to allow this current position to shatter her completely. She was already physically shattered, but was she going to let her heart and her mind to be dispirited too? No, Munibar picked each of her fears and faced them one by one. She started this process by applying lipstick. Can you imagine? Who in her condition wants to feel beautiful? But it was more than physical beauty. It was her strengthening herself emotionally. Then she picked her first fear, which was her marriage. She had to end the marriage and then set herself free from the shackles she called marriage. Neither she nor the man were happy anyway. She filed for an annulment, and the courts granted it. Then she faced her second fear. She wanted a child. If she couldn't give birth to one, there were so many children waiting to have a mother. Now, I need to emphasize something more important here. People saw a problem, but she could see a solution. What are you seeing? No matter how dark a long tunnel is, do you believe that there will be light at the end? It just takes your ability to patiently find the light and not give up. Munibar wrote an application to different orphanage homes that she wanted a child. And after some months or years, a call finally came through. A baby had been born, but he needed a mother. She went there as process demands, and when the man saw her, she felt he was going to wonder how she could take care of the child, but then the man felt she was in the best position to take care of the child, because both of them were both deprived in one way or the other. She then faced her last fear, the fear of a crowd. Now this is serious. The fear of having people look at her with the look of pity. She couldn't stand people looking at her and wondering how she was managing and how terrible her life must be. But like always, she decided to see her story as a source of inspiration to other people, to show how important the power of the mind is, and that one should never give up. If she was going to tell people her story, then people needed to see the face behind it. She needed to face people and change the look on their faces from pity to pride, to courage, and to a woman who had the power to change her life. This woman right here was nothing to write home about, but yet she was one with so much positivity. Dear listener, do not underrate the power of your mind. It is a stronghold that can be used positively or negatively. In case you've been thinking like a mediocre, now is the time to change it. Now is the time to ace up your game. See the good in most seemingly bad situations. See the ability to create a change. Have you been laid off work? Are you a victim of rape? Are you a victim of abuse? Are you physically challenged? Now is that time to be the light. Now is that time to see the light and go after it. I encourage you, choose not to give up. Choose not to give in to pressure. If need be, get books. Yeah, read books that will help you increase your mind strength. But all of that starts with a determination to change how you are thinking. Someone once said to me, successful people always knew that they would be successful. They just don't know exactly when. So in between now and that desired process is a strong mindset of positivity. If you are hardworking, if you're diligent, if you're smart, and if you're consistent, but you really have a terrible mindset, guess what? You're only limiting yourself. You wouldn't go as far as you should. Germany Kent says, and I quote, "Your words control your life. Your words control your progress, your results, and even your mental and physical health. You cannot talk like a failure and expect to be successful. The only problem is your words. Your words are a product of your thoughts. Are you that person who is always pessimistic? You don't think it can work. You don't think it's possible. You say it's not possible. I can't do this, and so on. No, that's the evidence of a faulty mindset. Ace up your game. Are you easily affected by critics in life? People would always criticize your work. If you think you can succeed in life without facing one or two criticisms, then you're mistaken. What is your heart posture towards criticism? Does the fact that people criticize you make you feel not good enough? Does it make you feel like you can't do it? Does it make you feel like you can't handle it? Does it make you feel like you're an average person? Then guess what? You need to change that thinking pattern. A man named Ernest Aguimangueboa said, and I quote, "Critics are important. They give us the reasons knowingly or unknowingly not to fall. They give us the reasons not to slumber or deviate from our true purpose. If only you would understand and appreciate the real lessons your critics teach you with a calm heart, then you would know and understand that your critics are nothing but great facilitators to help you get your vision and true purpose diligently and distinctively." So how do you see critics when the door seems closed? Can you try to find a window? Financial responsibility is a mindset before it is an action. Therefore, if you can change a mindset, the actions follow almost naturally. So what are you doing currently? What you're doing currently is a product of your mindset. Take a few seconds to analyze your actions. Are you acting like someone that's suffering from imposter syndrome? Do you think that what is happening is just an undeserved opportunity, or you're not as good as people think you are? With the fear that one day people will see the reality that you're actually not that good. Guess what? You need to change that mentality. That's right. Spend time reading books. Spend time meditating. Spend time watching videos. I encourage you to watch this again and again. Let it sink in you. Watch videos that encourage you to improve your thoughts. It will eventually reflect on how you see yourself. I will end with this. If your mindset is defeated, the results will be the same no matter how often you put up with a physical fight. God bless you.